so now we would like to have Mary Tanco. Mary Tanco, oh, by the way, we're not going to be discussing their biography, because we would be here till midnight. So all you have to do is go to the number and then read it. Mary, if you'd like to come to the front. And then Margret Bale. She is the artist. And we have to move like very quickly because the evening, you know how the evening is going. So there's Mary Tanco with Gary. Okay, where's Margret Bale?
Margret Bale.
Margret Bale? Okay, so you have to face her.
Do you have my
Here. Okay.
Do you have my poem?
Yes, I do have your poem. I was so smart, eh? I thought if anybody forgets their poem, I'll print them. Yay! Good for you. As a matter of fact, I forgot my poem too.
Hello? Oh. Yeah, okay.
Mary Tanco.
Now, this is the poem I entered, and it's called It Must Be Spring. With all the children on the skateboards and roller skates, it must be spring. And all the people going for daily walks with mates, it must be spring. In spite of changeable weathers and showers, there are still things to remind us of spring, such as primroses and very early flowers that these kind of conditions so often bring. The buds on the trees are starting to show. The birds are all on early morning wing. In spite of frosts and the occasional threat of snow, the day begins with a familiar ring. Even the animals join in the celebration. As the cattle are slowly led to pasture, it's a time of rejuvenation as the sunny weather brings on much laughter. With all shapes and sizes of the kites flying high and the crack of a baseball bat hitting a ball, no one can ever truly deny that spring isn't enjoyed by one and all. Soon it will be time for gardening, yard work and such. As the spring season swiftly marches on, we're getting April showers in March, and before you know it, all the snow will be gone.
Thanks, Mary. Now, Margret Bale, with your artwork, if you'd like to say a few words. I hope you can see her art. It's beautiful.
Yes, I'm happy to. Am I okay where I am? Happy to have jumped in here at the last minute, and I think Mary has just covered so much. It never ceases to amaze me how the awakening of spring just comes each year, and we're always so amazed to have all these things going on. And I think Mary's poem has beautifully touched on all the new birth and the happenings. For myself, I have chosen to capture in a moment a piece of art recalling a childhood memory which stays in my mind about spring. I walked many times through the woodlands in England, and when I was a small girl in the 40s, and it was very cold and they were very dark and very gloomy. But I do remember one time that really stayed in my mind, and as we exited from the gloomy woods, it was like a transformation of a big blue blanket, and of course it was the bluebells. It must be spring.